again!
Bummer. One more loss! One more loss which could have been a win! You call yourselves professionals. I have never ever seen a worse group of 25 players. You don't think as a team, you don't play as a team, you don't even lose as a team. You all got your heads so far up your butts, you can't even see the light of day. One more loss and I'll do this! Each and every one of you!
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the post-game show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the last day of June. Thank God. 6 losses in 7 games. Again, the offense unable to do anything. Can't hit with runners in scoring positions. Can't drive in runs. And when the Giants actually do something, we get screwed. Christian Cause hit what I think was going to be a home run, but a fan had to interfere with it, and they were trying to call him out on the field, but then they decided to go to New York, replay, and they give him a double. Did we drive him in? Absolutely not. Why? Because Ramos gets called out on a pitch not even close to the strike zone, not even close to the target that the catcher had for the pitcher. And that ended the inning right there. We'll break it all down, but I'm obviously not happy at all. This is really getting bad. Really bad. That pitch did not catch any part of the zone at all. He wanted it inside. He throws it outside. Catcher lunges for the ball, and they call it strike 3. And at some point, Bob Melvin got ejected from this game. I think, going in the top of the 9th inning, Bob Melvin just had enough. And, but we can't make excuses all day. At the end of the day, Giants had opportunities, 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position, just couldn't get it done, can't get hits, can't get home runs, haven't had a home run since when, I don't remember. Justin saw that pitch was not even close. What's up, Kevin Wilson? How you like that trade for Devers? Well, I mean, not really good. Devers has not done a whole lot lately, and he has had some hits and hit a home run the other day in a loss. It's like when he does something, we lose anyway. So last 7 games, he's hitting 185. May have to close the door. The air conditioner just kicked on. I'm not sure if you can hear that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Devers, he's going to have to pick it up. Today, he goes 0 for 4. Ramos goes 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He got screwed in at least one of those strikeouts. Dominique Smith is hitting well, and Koss is hitting well, except Koss came up limp on that should have been a home run that we'll check out. He goes 1 for 4 today, and he might be hurt. We're losing everyone. We got no third baseman left except Wisely. Schmidt is hurt. Koss is hurt now, possibly. Obviously, Chapman's hurt. He should be coming back, though. But, oh, my goodness gracious. Adames has not been good. Adames today, 1 for 4, hit the ball well a couple times. Giants did have a couple of hard hit balls that were outs. But, at the end of the day, you got to find a way to execute. This season, he's hitting 210. 210 with a 297 on base. That is absolutely unacceptable. 3 strikeouts for Ramos. Did Devers get out? I didn't even realize this till I'm just looking at it. Devers got a golden sombrero. A golden sombrero for Rafi Devers. What's going on here? I just now realized that, and we got to play it. We have no choice. It's a Mexican, it's a golden sombrero for Rafi Devers and a hat trick for Elliot Ramos today. The Giants strike out 10 times today. Most of it off of Ryan Nelson. Came in today through 6 2/3, 2 hits. Logan Webb pitched well. 6 1/3, 3 runs, 7 hits, 7 strikeouts, a walk, but not well enough. You can't give up runs with this offense because you're not going to get any run support. And we got a $4.99 on the board from Wolf3100. Un mensaje para el ump. Hey, ump, does your wife know that you're screwing us? What will it take for this team to get their heads together and play as a team? They need to have a meeting, players only or something, for sure. For sure. Paul, Louis V, 6 years, $113 million for this Korean. You must be talking about Jung-Hoo. Yeah, we've given out some big contracts, and we're not getting the value in some of these contracts. Team meeting. Let's freaking go. You play to win the game, y'all. Let's go.
This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. This is what's great about sports.
You don't play to just play it, y'all. What were we talking about again? Sorry, I had to go judge the golden sombrero today. Yeah. I saw your theory. I don't know, man. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, Giants have that. Why can the pitchers pitch? And I know we can go back to Burrell. I have a hard time believing that a hitting coach can just destroy an entire offense of a team. I mean, unless he's going up to everyone and saying, hey, we're going to implement this, we're going to implement that, and starts messing with their heads. Maybe that's happening. I don't know. But I don't think so. I mean, these guys are major league hitters. You got to figure a way. Wolf3100 sent the first super chat. Let me see. Did I miss one? Oh, Wolf3100, 13 and 14 for June. We lost June. I'm surprised we're that good. I thought it was worse than that. Losing every day. And you know, I said that Malone was wrong when he said we're going to be 500 by the All-Star break. That's a little bit. That's you know, that's probably not going to happen. I'm not so sure now. I'm not so sure. With this losing 5 of 6. Giants are just 5 games above 500. They better pick it up, and they better pick it up quick. Not long ago, the Giants had one of the best records in baseball. Stupid, dumbass child, Justin Saw. I'm so annoyed with this offense. No, I didn't even bother with the helmet today. I'm not even going to put on the helmet today. I'm not even in the mood. I'm not in the mood for the helmet. Because you know what? I didn't need the protection because I'm not gonna. I expect it at this point. I expect it until they start scoring runs. This is what we are. This is what we thought we were. This is what we thought they were. This is what they thought they were. They're who we thought they were. Right before opening day. Koss and Schmidt are our best hitters. No, seriously. Christian Koss is hitting better than Devers. Better than Adames, and it's not close. He's got a higher batting average on the season. He's got a higher batting average in his last 7 games. In fact, he had a streak of how many multi-hit games, and today I think he went deep, but we got screwed on that play. Well, let's break this one down. Maybe let me try to find that home run. But it's bad. It is bad. This is a bad point in the year. We knew we were going to have one. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Here's the home run. Should have been. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's broadcasting well. Okay, to you guys. You could see homeboy here in the D-backs t-shirt. Doesn't understand the basic concept of do not reach over the fence. You know where you're sitting, bro. You know where you're sitting. Do not do what you're doing right now with the glove. You need to catch it like this or not at all. If you have to do this, then it's no good. You're reaching over the fence. I don't know when we're going to stop. You know, like you put rows right over the fence like that, it's going to continue to happen. Why can't they do like Wrigley Field and put a little net there and put a little room? And I know, like, dude, it's cool for the fans to be right there at the fence. But you know what? It's only one row. 99.99% of the people at the ballpark it doesn't apply to. I think we can just make a little bit of room between the fence and the first row so this doesn't happen. Boom. He catches that baseball a good 2 feet above the fence. That's going over the wall, in my opinion. That's going over the wall, in my opinion. $4.99. Thank you, Wolf. 3,100. Ryan Nelson looked like an ace because the Giants could only muster 2 runs. 100%. White Sox announcer said their team has Devers figured out, can't hit sliders. After all these years, the D-backs announcer said their team has Adames figured out. He can't hit him high. It's possible. Darkness, Cardinals fan. Giants have forced themselves into mediocrity. They went all into an offensive core that is bad and have no hope now, nor any future. Damn. Paul, instant one. Justin Saw. Eric, bad news. JHL needs to consult pitching coaches back in Korea, possibly. That guy has interfered 3 times. All fans want to fire coaches and skippers. Rafael Devers coming here and struggling just makes me realize that this organization is just cursed. They need to have the Johnson sell the mother effing team. JCT Rock is here. 30 bombs, 115 RBIs last year. Bob Grinelli is here. Eric, caught in too many loops. I get in these loops, man. Eric, read my last response! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I'm reading the dang comments as we speak. There's quite a few. Keep it close, but to say this team sucks gives them too much credit. But Eric, didn't the 2010 World Champion San Francisco Giants lose 10 in a row? Did they? I don't know if they lost 10 in a row. I know 2014 there was like a 9-10 losing streak. It happens. This team could come alive. Speaking of that, alive insurance. 4-11 the last 15 games is not a playoff. This team ain't a playoff team. They're going to have to change their complete identity. But Bolon says this is who we started. This is who we are. Started strong. Now we're coming down to earth. It's that simple. Yeah, we're coming down to earth and coming to earth fast. Do we have another super chat on the board from L G? $4.99. LG. Thank you so much. Yo, we aren't winning anything this year. Devers and Adames are a major letdown. We stink. It's true. It's true. Oh, man, LG with the truth bombs. I hope the Giants can put it together, go on a big winning streak, and turn this ship around. But right now, it doesn't look good. Verlander's washed. Tommy, this team's a complete joke. Your team is cursed because SF Bully. Oh, here we go. I think you were here yesterday with a different name, Jill Argos. You can't fool us. You can't fool us. You remember Jenny? Remember yesterday? I forgot the name yesterday. Can't beat AAA teams. Kate Upton ain't helped him at all. Kate, we need you. Let's go. Micah's here. Anyway, looking at this home run right here, I keep calling it a home run.
Yeah, There's no interference at all. And honestly, did that go over? Does that hit the top of the fence?
To me, it looked like it was good.
Honestly, that.
And I think it's going over the fence. I think that ball's going over the wall. Hard to say, but the way that he catches it, that ball's going over the wall. If he would have just right there, I mean, it's obvious fan interference. That guy had to have gotten ejected from the ballpark. What can you do? So let's recap this baseball game today. Giants end up losing another game. They got 3 more in Arizona. I said they need to win. They need to sweep. I said they need to sweep. I said they need to win. They have 4 Arizona. They play the A's. They play another series. They play the Dodgers. I think they have 13. Yeah, I said 11 to 13. Well, there's a loss. So 11 to 12. 11 of the next 12. That's what the Giants have to do, in my opinion, to be comfortable at the All-Star break. This game started out a pitching duel between Ryan Nelson and Logan Webb. Bottom of the 3rd inning, the Diamondbacks strike first. I thought Logan Webb was pitching really well, but Alek Thomas hit a double, and catcher Herrera with the sac fly. That run was able to score. I forgot how he got to 3rd. Oh no, there was a bunt. Oh, the error there. Bailey made the error. So that was a disastrous play, and the run came home. 1-0 Diamondbacks at that point in time. Stayed that way till the 6th inning. The D-backs added a 2nd run on a Gurriel home run. He just crushed that baseball to left field. 2-0 at that point. Top of the 7th, the Giants come back with a Dom Smith double, Adames with a base hit, and Tyler Fitzgerald on the first pitch from the bullpen. The Diamondbacks bullpen has struggled this year. Drove in 2 runs to make it 2-2. Welcome back to the big leagues, Fitzgerald. He got promoted because of injury to Schmidt. Tied up at 2. Almost immediately, that's when things fell apart. Bottom of the 7th inning, Perdomo with the base hit, driving in a run, 3-2. Diamondbacks, and then in the top of the 8th, that's when Koss hit that ball. Should have been a home run to tie it up. They said no. And then Devers strikes out. And then Ramos gets called out on a ball that was not a strike. Suarez hits another home run. That guy's going to hit 50 home runs this year. He's an absolute machine. Hit 4 home runs in a game earlier this year. And that was it. 4-2. Giants had nothing to offer in the 9th. And they lose the ball game. And that's your recap, brought to you by Jenny Vega. Very legit. 100%. That the fan blew it. You know? I'm not trying to... I'm just saying, dude. If they could put nets all around the ballpark, you know, which just ruins the view a lot more than just taking out a row over the fence. I don't know why. I get it. I mean, yeah, it's fun to catch home run balls, but fans are always going to do this number. They're always going to. I've sat out there many times in my lifetime, and I've never reached out onto the field. It's not that hard to not do it. If I see a ball coming my way, I keep my glove like this. And if I say, oh, it's not going to make it over the wall, that's it. I don't do this. Because as soon as you do this, you're reaching over. Idiot. Oh, man. Hope that fan's not here. Lethal. This team is going to be unwatchable now. Can you do a game soon? Yep. I can. Back is feeling better, by the way. It's getting better a little bit every day. It's not like 100%. It's slight improvement every day. Slight improvement every day. Slight improvement every day. Like the first stream, like 3 days ago, I went on the ground. I couldn't walk. For the first time in my entire life, I was physically unable to walk. A very scary situation. I had to crawl. And so at that point, I was at 0%. The next day, I was about at 20. Next day, I was about 40. And today, I'm about 60, 65. So hopefully tomorrow, about 80%. I do got to do the draft. I haven't put up any videos. I haven't put up any coverage. I haven't put up my ranking. I haven't done anything. I've followed college baseball this year, and I followed high school baseball, so I know the dudes. It's all up here. Lethal. I haven't put out anything. I need to put out some stuff to build some hype for the draft. Absolutely, I'll do the draft, though. Eric, how many foul balls or home runs have you caught? Zack Hample is crazy about it just from the Athletics bullpen catcher. He's gotten 63 balls. Zack Hample's, and I'm not talking shit. I'm just telling the truth. He goes to baseball games solely to get baseballs. He doesn't care about the game. He doesn't care about the score. He doesn't care about sitting enjoying the game or getting the hot dog or keeping score. He wants baseballs. And so if that was my only goal, I'd probably get a lot of baseballs too. But to answer the question, I don't know how many I've gotten. I've never got a home run ball, if I'm not mistaken. I've been to so many games. I've gotten, I don't know how many balls I've gotten in my lifetime, 20, 25 baseballs probably. It happens. How many have I actually caught on a fly? That's a whole different question. Maybe 3. That's a rarity to actually. Usually, you're running after it. You're trying to go grab it, right? It's in your section, and you're trying to grab it. Catching it on the fly is actually more rare. Vahia Aloy, yeah, from Arkansas. That would be a great draft pick if we can get him. No coach or skipper will be fired when the team is over 500 with a great 5-man rotation. Too many fans want to have Melvin and Burrow fired. It's on the players who can't drive in runs. JCT Rock. I don't disagree. I'm not saying coaches and managers should never be fired. Obviously, a time comes when that has to happen. They have insight. Buster Posey knows what's going on. Buster Posey wants to win just as much as we do, if not more. And he's following and has meetings, and he knows. And if Pat Burrow's not a good hitting coach, they'll let him go. But we don't really have that insight. The only insight we have is that we're not hitting. And you could say, well, if we're not hitting, then he's not a good hitting coach. But I don't look at it that way because I don't think his job is to make these guys hit. His job is to prepare them for the games and everything and research the pitchers they'll be facing and help them if they need any help. And maybe he's doing that. Maybe he's doing everything in his power and the hitters just suck. We don't know. But McCovey, what do you want? Hold on. There was a girl in my high school who wanted pennies. Just collected pennies. Someone who would throw a penny down the hall, she'd go flying down the hall. No joke. That's what that's I don't know about pennies, but that's a true collector right there. A true collector. Bo Mel looked so sad in the dugout, looked like he was going to cry. I did see that Giants signed Austin Barnes. I tweeted over that because they put out this clickbait article. As soon as I saw the article, the clickbait, I knew it was bullshit. I knew it was clickbait. It makes it sound like they just signed an MVP. You'd have thought we signed Mookie Betts with some of the bull crap clickbait. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah. It said, Giants steal World Series champion from Dodgers in key move to chase NL West title. What? Giants did not steal anyone from the Dodgers. The Dodgers DFA'd this dude and released him a month ago. And it was not a key move to chase the NL West title. It was just a move to add a little bit of depth in our minor league system. The clickbait is out of control. The proper headline, Giants signed 35-year-old former Dodgers backup catcher on a minor league contract who was DFA'd and released over a month ago. That's the proper headline. But yeah, I did hear that. I like Austin Barnes. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Thank you for liking the stream. Please hit the like button. Ken, only the Rockies have a worse team batting average in the National League. That's sad. That's sad. Thank you for being here, Jill. I was just playing with you earlier. I appreciate you jumping in. Paul, Jenny, Joe, JC, Hunter. Wait a minute. Playoffs? What, playoffs?
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Yeah. But no, Austin Barnes. Hey man, I mean he's a veteran guy. He's been around. I mean, best case, you know, he comes up as a backup catcher to Bailey. You know, if that's what we decide to do. But you know, he's not going to be the difference maker in in any kind of playoff push. You know, he's not. He's a good defensive catcher, and we need more bats though. He's not the best hitter. But yeah, no, I mean, it's cool. Austin Barnes, cool. Never would have thought Austin Barnes would be a Giant. I tell you that much. Never would have guessed that. 4-2, the final score today. Pitching wise, Rodriguez came in, pitched well. Tyler Rogers came in, gave up a home run. Giants gave up 4 runs today and couldn't score but 2. Probably deserved to score 3. We might have lost the game anyway, even if Costas' home run counted as a home run. Make sure to vote for your favorite players in the 2025 All-Star game. Where's it going to be? At Atlanta, right? They haven't moved it out of Atlanta yet this year. I thought they were probably going to move that out. You know, the reason they moved it out of Atlanta, that law hasn't changed. It's still there, but I guess it's all good. I didn't really agree with that back in 2021, so I'm glad Atlanta's getting their game. I used to live in Georgia, so wish I could go to that home run derby and game. So let's see what's on deck tomorrow, going to July 1st. Barnes is not saving this team. Yeah, I would agree. We don't have an all-star yet, but we will. Do you think Kershaw will be a Giant? No, but I would have said the same thing if you asked me about Oral Hershiser. Zach Gallen, look, man, if we can't hit Ryan Nelson, if we can't hit White Sox pitchers, if we can't hit Marlins pitchers, you think we're going to hit Zach Gallen? I know he hasn't been having a great season. He's 5-9, 5.75 ERA. The numbers are not Zach Gallen-like, but he's still Zach Gallen against Birdsong. Our best bet tomorrow is Birdsong goes out and throws a freaking perfect game. Otherwise, we're in deep, deep crap. And we're already in deep crap. By the way, Willie Adames is 0 for 16 in his career against Gallen. 0 for 16 in his career against Zach Gallen. So either that means he's due or we're in big trouble as far as that goes. So, it's what it is, ladies and gents. Tomorrow's a new day, a new way. Kisner might start tomorrow. We might see Flores. I don't know who we're going to see out there. Might see Wisely in the lineup. Might see some moves because Koss looked like he got hurt. As far as infielders and third baseman, are River Cats home right now? I think they are. Which would be a good thing because that means they're down the road and they can bring someone over quick. I was going to see who we got down there. But the internet is slow as crap. Tweet, Paul Louis V. Joe Boyd. I was stupid, dumbass child, but I'm not going to make it. My back is messed up. I can't travel. I can't drive very far. I can't do much. My back is not fully recovered. So barring a miracle, I don't think I'm going to make it. The River Cats are home. Can we see a roster? Oh. Can we send all the current players to AAA? Switch them all out. Man, I apologize. All right, so yeah, down in AAA, down on the farm. The only guy we don't have any infielders actually. We're out of infielders on the 40 man. We'd have to purchase someone's contract. Basabe, Contra, Reggie Crawford's hurt. Bryce Eldridge is hurt, by the way, so don't even think about Bryce Eldridge. Devin Mann, Drew Ellis we picked up. Obviously, we have all these guys. We have a bunch of outfielders on the 40 man. Meckler, McRae, Matos, and Luciano. But, Basabe, I don't know, man. Ellis is hitting 174. Basabe's hitting 234, 4 home runs. We'll see what happens, man, if we need to. If we need to make some moves, we need to make some moves. But right now, Giants are banged up. Giants feel like they're getting picked on, and things ain't going well. Meckler's been playing second. Wilmer can play. Oh, yeah, of course, Wilmer. I totally spaced out Wilmer. Make an outfielder or infielder. Mike Kruko just said on the radio the Giants have their head. Oh, yeah, I heard him say that. He said it again. He said that yesterday, too. Something along the lines. Zack Hample was at Sacramento. I mean, I got no hate for the dude. I mean, he's obviously famous, and I assume pretty wealthy. So I don't know how you hate on the dude too much. I mean, you can say he's a, embarrassment, but he's a successful embarrassment. So, that's what you want to do. And I got no problem. I like to act like a kid. I like to go to games and get baseballs, get autographs, take my glove, and, do all that stuff. But also love baseball. So I kind of want to watch the game as well and not just, get baseballs. But hey, you do you. You do you, I'll do me. Eric, now we should go get Mike Trout. Yeah, let's get Mike Trout. Thoughts on the Barry Bonds statue? Well, of course Barry Bonds gets a statue. It was a matter of when, not if. I want to see the statue, though. When the statue is actually done, then I'll have thoughts. As far as thoughts on him getting a statue, well, it's freaking Barry Bonds. He's one of the greatest to ever live. He's one of the greatest baseball players in the history of the game. And if he goes to the Hall of Fame, he's going to go in wearing a Giants hat if he ever gets in. I mean, he's the home run record holder. He's the home run king. Some people won't give him that title for obvious reasons, but I think he deserves a statue. You don't want to give a statue because he made some mistake. Well, I didn't know you had to be perfect to have a statue. You don't have to be perfect to have a statue. You just have to be great, and Bonds was great. And I've seen Bonds sign some autographs. Believe it or not, I've seen him sign some autographs. He doesn't look too happy when he does it, but he will do it. He will sign. He's just not too happy about it. Now we're waiting on Cooperstown to get their act together. Roger Clemens getting a statue. Roger Clemens, the difference between them two is what's Roger Clemens' team? If Roger Clemens goes to the Hall of Fame, I guess he'd be on the Red Sox. Would you say Red Sox? Some people would argue Yankees. Some people would argue Blue Jays. He's been around. He pitched for Astros. He's pitched for several teams. I would assume Red Sox would be the obvious choice because that's where he spent most of his years, and that's when he became who he is. He only spent 2 years in Toronto, so I get that there's no way, right? Yankees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he came back to retire the Yankees. 3 with the Astros. He did win a bunch of Cy Youngs, but it's got to be Red Sox. It absolutely has to be Red Sox. I remember Phil Koch. Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. Zack Hample seems annoying. He absolutely seems annoying, especially when he gets mad at the people who work there and tell him to stop running all over the ballpark into wrong sections and you need to stay in your seat. I mean, in your seat, you can get up to go get something to eat or you want to walk around the ballpark a little bit, but you can't just be running all over different sections just to get baseballs. And he's taking balls from other people. People are trying to catch baseballs. So he's jumping up in front and he's like, he gives them to kids. Well, of course he has to give some to kids. If he didn't give some to kids, then everyone would hate him. So he has to do that to at least get some people on his side. So, no, he's certainly annoying. I'm not a Zack Hample fan by any stretch, but I'm just saying he is successful at what he does. He's got a book written. He makes a lot of money. And, you know, all you could say is, hey, you do you, man. If you saw Zack Hample at a game and he was close to you in the stands, what would you do? I would watch the game. I would not do anything. I wouldn't do anything. I guess the only thing I would do is put my glove on and be like, I'm ready. If a ball comes to this direction, this is my domain. Okay? If Zack Hample wants to get in my domain, this is my ticket. So I'll tell him, I go up to Zack Hample, if this was to happen, because more than likely his ticket is somewhere else. He doesn't even care what his ticket says. He goes everywhere. But I'm going to go up to Zack Hample, see if I can. This is me to Zack. I blew it. I went too far. Okay, I'm going to go up to Zack. I'm walking up to Zack right here.
Stay out of my territory.
And then Zack gets the heck out of there. There we got a $4.99. The Salvation Army come back from vacation and the Giants are in trouble. Still cheering for the Gigantes. Need a bat fast. Thank you, Salvation Army. $4.99. I know it was laggy. I apologize. I didn't have time to download it. Whenever I just play it, it's laggy. That's just how it is. We're working on it. Thank you so much for that super chat. I do appreciate it. Player of the game today, you could pick anyone. Webb pitched really well. Did give up some runs. Jung-Hoo Lee, or not Jung-Hoo Lee, but Tyler Fitzgerald had a couple of hits and a couple RBIs. I think that was a big hit. Koss hit one I think was gone. They tried to call him out. If they would have called him out, there would have been a riot. Oh my gosh, I don't know what would have happened. Can you do an all-night stream? Stop going on vacation. It's baseball season, Salvation Army. We need the iconic clip. No matter who we play, we give the game away because we can't win. That would be a sin. Giants SF Central. Player of the game, guy that robbed the home run, that guy. Eric, I'm going to get a rich kid to send you big money to get 24/7 stream. Well, obviously, that would do it. Thank you again, Salvation, and everyone else for being here, for the super chats. But yeah, if I see Zack in my territory, that's what I do. I go to my glove and I say, hey, go up to him freaking menacing, like, stay out of my territory, and see if he walks off. Or you're like, bro, I can be wherever I want to be. I'm just playing with you, bro. Everyone remembers when Breaking Bad was out, right? Where were you? That's a weird question. I was in lots of places. That's not like 9/11 or something where you're in one place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Breaking Bad wasn't even popular in the first few seasons. It was popular when they put it on Netflix, like season 4, and everybody started watching it. I had not even heard of Breaking Bad until 2011 or something, like after it had already been going. So my brother sent me season 1 DVD. That's how I found out about it. I had never heard of it when it was in its heyday. So many negative proclamations. I know it's frustrating, but I mean, not good vibes with that. Baseball talk, please. Baseball talk, please. That's it, Logan. We're going for the ban. Banned. 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 Banned for life. That's it. That's it. Done. Never seen. Like, dude, Zack Hample, everyone knows Zack Hample. Nobody knows me, and that's the way we're going to keep it. That's how we're going to keep it. I don't want to be that big. I like small community, put out my little documentaries. They get, 10, 20,000 views, make a little bit of revenue, get a little super chat help, and cover the draft, do our live streams, trade deadline, and we go about 50,000 subscribers. If we can get to 50,000 subscribers, we're going to feel good. We're going to be good. We don't need to go. We don't need to get any bigger than that. Have a wonderful day. Fans theme song. Eric, read my last comment. Eric shows a Break Bad clip, and I ask, and everyone's on my ass. I know. I was just joking. I started the Breaking Bad thing. My bad. I didn't know. We got to stick to baseball. Stick to baseball. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah. Paul, read my last comment. All right, I'm scrolling. My eyes hurt. My back hurts. We're not making the playoffs. You might be right. Well, stop going on vacation. It's baseball season. That's the last comment I see. Did you make another comment that I'm missing? Eric, you need to learn the song Waiting for the Times to Get Better from Crystal Gale. I apologize that I haven't learned that song yet. I apologize about that. Ladies and gents, tomorrow's a new day, a new way. I got player of the game today. I'm going with Christian Koss because he went deep. I don't care what anyone says. But tomorrow, I got the Giants winning 3-1. 3-1 behind Hayden Birdsong. If the Giants win 3-1 tomorrow, I'm gifting out 25 gifties. But if they just win, doesn't have to be 3-1. I'm a 5 gifties tomorrow. If the Giants can win tomorrow, we're going 5 gifties. 5 gifties tomorrow. If they win 3-1 and I actually get it right, we'll do it. Everything you said about Zack Hample on dots cracks me up when fans want his autograph or picture. On the dot cracks me up. Dude, I don't want to come across as people like you're just jealous. I don't come across like hater. Like I do not like that he runs around all the ballpark and trying to catch baseballs that. Everyone should have a chance to catch a baseball. So I don't like that. But he can do whatever he does, and I do whatever I do. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Not a huge fan. I haven't signed my first autograph, so we're good. That day, I hope that day never comes. Like, can I get your autograph, bro? Like, you're kidding me, right? I have gotten autographs from people, and I've heard they're like clubhouse manager or something. They'll make a baseball card for like a clubhouse manager or a trainer or someone that's not even a player, and you'll be like, hey man, can you sign this? They'll be like, you don't want me. I was like, yeah, dude, you got a card. You need to sign it, dude. Like, no, please, no. So no, please. And finally, they'll sign it. Remember the Giants dissing you? Yeah, I do. The draft is in July. AKs for sale. But That's crazy. I mean, no, he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity. You know. Sandy Alcantara. You think we need pitching? I think we need hitting. But then again, we did. Here's the thing: we can say all day we need to get hitters. We got hitters. They're not hitting. They're not hitting. Why? I don't know. They're not getting oracled. We're not playing at Oracle. We're at Chase. So the Giants are due for a breakout game offensively. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to do, man. I don't know what we're going to do. But that fan, whoever that fan is, he's having a day today. He went to a game thinking he was just going to go to a Diamondbacks game today, and now he's getting raked over the coals all over the internet. And you know what? That's your dumb ass. Look at your position right there. You think that's okay? You're holding on to the freaking fence so you don't fall over. You think that's okay? Do you want to get kicked out of the game? Do you want to steal someone's home run? I don't understand, man. I've never in my life done that. I've been to games right in a position, same position. I don't reach over the fence. I don't interfere. I don't get it, man. I get in the moment, like that's kind of the instinct, but you got to be smarter than that. You got to tell yourself beforehand, like, okay, I'm not going to reach over. They don't care. Well, that dude, man. All I can say to that dude, I got one thing to say to that dude. I don't know what his name is, but that dude,
You blew it!
oh yeah, they might call it Boston Barnes. They call Barnesy. We might see Barnesy this year, depending on, because we tried Kisner. Kisner didn't. He hit in AAA, but he didn't hit in the big leagues. Quadruple A, we don't play with quadruple A. Quadruple A, we send you packing. Quadruple A, we send you packing. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it so very much. I'm working on a new video, new documentary. It's coming along slowly. To Steve Bartman Jr. Steve Bartman wasn't even that bad because Steve Bartman didn't reach out onto the field. Steve Bartman tried to catch a ball that was coming into his territory. And Moises Alou dived in, tried to make a dive in, couldn't get it, and then threw a fit. And that's why that all happened. If Moises Alou would have just been like, couldn't get it, and went back to his position, nobody would have thought nothing of it. But he went off. And I think that, I don't know, I think that was a part of the entire meltdown that happened that day, that fateful day in 2005. And Steve Bartman's life was forever changed, man. Oh, man, I feel terrible for him. He didn't reach out. He really didn't reach out. The ball was coming. Everyone was trying to catch it. Everyone was trying to catch it. You see a pop-up and you're like, oh, you're just looking at the ball. You're not thinking about Moises Alou there. So tough situation there. Eric, you ever going to play Don't Say It's Over by the White Line and ask for 2+ years? I thought it was all an act and you really didn't care about that stuff, so I kind of stopped practicing it because I thought it was all an act and all the begging for songs and movie talk and all that stuff was just it was all an act. So the real you just cares about baseball and you really didn't care that much about I play songs and you really didn't care that much about all that stuff. So I stopped practicing it. That's my bad. Yeah. Let me hear that song. Oh, yes. I remember this song. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, that's a good song for the big game. I have that album. Sorry. You could hear it. I know you couldn't hear it. Yeah, good song. Good song. 80s song. There we go. Baby, let's go. Let's get it going. Tomorrow we need victories. Stop playing around. Get the bats going. We have baseball bats. Use them. We have baseball bats. We need to use them. Other than that, what can we say? Good album too. Yeah, that's a good album. But I'll practice it. I know you've been asking for years. I will practice that one. Immaculate Grid. I just don't. I don't know. Fine. For the fans, we'll do it. We got the Giants. Love the Giants. Nori. What was his name? Nori Aoki. 3%. Royals, Giants, we don't play. It's weird when I got the Giants thing just jump in my head immediately. I can think of various players. Mariners, Giants, obviously, what's this guy's name? We have several players who played on the Mariners and Giants. Not Conforto, the other guy. Haniger. Haniger comes right to mind. Obviously, Randy Johnson. Mitch Haniger. Obviously, Randy Johnson comes to mind. Obviously, Kevin Mitchell. Kevin Mitchell was my favorite player growing up. It's like when it's Giants, I think of like 10 people jump in my head at the same time. Kevin Mitchell was my favorite player growing up. 3%. We're going for the rarity score. Robbie Ray, absolutely an all-star on the Giants. Let me think if we could think of an all-star that people maybe didn't know was an all-star. Because we've had some relief pitchers and stuff who've been all-stars. What's his name? Rob Nin. Rob Nin's a possibility. Dave King. Willie Mays. Are we going for the Atlee Hammaker 1984? 1984 for Atlee? That's probably a good rarity score. 2% for Atlee Hammaker. He gave up a grand slam in that game, in an All-Star game back. I think it was 84. I'm pretty old. You might be surprised. 84, and you're talking about it? Yeah, I watched the All-Star game in 84, and he gave up a grand slam. Who hit that grand slam? Fred Lynn, right? Was it Fred Lynn? If I remember right, Fred Lynn hit a grand slam in that game against Atlee Hammaker. It was not a great moment. Scott Garrelts. I got his autograph on a baseball card. Okay. Well, we did the Giants. All-star for the Orioles. Are we going rarity here? Kevin Mitchell was my first ever player too. That's how we do it. We don't play. On the Humm Bay. Affeldt. Why do we keep saying Affeldt? Where would Affeldt fit in here? Was Affeldt? Oh, he was on the Orioles. Palmer, obviously. Affeldt, was he Affeldt? I don't remember. I'm trying to think of a good rarity on the Orioles. Obviously, Ripken, those guys. Palmeiro. Affeldt. Well, was Affeldt an all-star? I forgot that he was an all-star. If he was. All-star, all-star, Orioles, 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 Orioles. And too many options. Should we, Gaylord Perry? Should we go Gaylord? Why not? It'll probably be about. He did play on the Orioles, right? Did he? He didn't play on the Orioles. What am I tripping on here? Oh no, Mariners. I meant to. He was on the Mariners and did Gaylord Perry didn't play on the Orioles? Why did I think he was on the Orioles? All right, we'll skip that one. Third base, Moustakas, 19%. Mariners third baseman, Edgar Martinez. All-star third baseman, Matt Williams. I'm going to just 1% only. 1%. Did Gaylord Perry not play on the? I thought he played on the Orioles. I swear to God, Gaylord Perry played on the Orioles. I'm not going to put him. I'm going to look him up out of curiosity. I have to know. No, he never played on the Orioles. He played on the Orioles. I don't know why I was thinking he played on the Orioles. All righty. Well, let's go Ripken Jr. there. We already know Ripken Jr. So, Mariners, Orioles, and Royals, Orioles. Orioles. We need help. Brooks Robinson. Need a Gaylord Perry rookie card. Brooks Robinson for All-Star? Brooks Robinson was a career Oriole, wasn't he? I thought. I could be wrong. I thought he played his whole career on the Orioles. Tell me which one to go for. Billy Ripken. Billy Ripken played on the Orioles. Was he on the Royals? I feel like I can picture him in a Royals uniform, but I could be wrong on that. I think he played like 1 year with the Royals, maybe, but maybe not. Arthur Rhodes, LaTroy Hawkins, Bobby Grich, Royals and Orioles. You got to tell me which one. I think that's what you're talking about. Bobby Grich was on the Rangers. No, not the Rangers. He was on the Angels and the Orioles. We need a Royal and Orioles. Edwin Jackson played for every team, right? Edwin Jackson played for every freaking team there was. Okay, no, seriously though, Edwin Jackson, I don't remember him on the Orioles though. I don't remember him on the Orioles. He might have been. Maybe he was. Was he on the Mariners? I don't remember that. I remember him on the Dodgers. I remember on the Rays. I remember on the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Braves, Nationals, A's, Tigers. I don't want to miss this. Dotel. We're sucking right here. Dotel. Yeah, let's go with Octavio Dotel. Octavio Dotel was on for sure, 100%, absolutely. Was he? We already missed one. I can't miss anymore. He was on the Royals, but was he on the Orioles? Okay, I'm done. We can't think. I'm going to think of somebody. I'm going to think of someone. Eric Furtado. Bobby Witt Sr. Bobby Witt Sr. was on the Orioles and the Royals, right? Now I think maybe. I feel like I'm not sure. Miguel Tejada? We have to guess. We have to start guessing something. We'll be here all day. I feel like Miguel Tejada was on those two teams. I think he was on the A's. He was on the A's, obviously, and then he was on the Orioles for a long time. So we're going to go with that one because I think he was on the Orioles. I know he was on the Orioles. I have a baseball card of him on the Orioles. I have a baseball card of him on the Orioles. Thank you. We got one. Miguel Tejada. Yeah. You're right, walk-off grand slam. You're right. Mariners, Orioles. Mariners, Orioles. Gosh, geez, I shouldn't have done this. These, it's always a risk when I do these. Sometimes I can get them in 5 minutes or 5 seconds, and sometimes I can't get them at all. Mariners. Okay, let's think of some Orioles. Baltimore Orioles. Adam Jones. I'm just going to put it. We don't have time. You got it. Adam Jones. Good guess. The big guess was Nelson Cruz. Ryan O'Hearn. These are so tough. Cal Ripken Jr., the All-Star. Bonds, Johnson, Carlos Beltran, George Brett, Edgar Martinez, Mike Schmidt. Wow, man, we struggled with that one. We even had Giants. Giants I knock out in 5 seconds. You guys have a great day. I appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for more. Thank you, Mike Cameron, Adam Jones, Nelson Cruz, Eric, and team. I appreciate all the support. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, everybody. Sorry. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Rest in the back. Let's do better tomorrow, man. I don't want to see another loss. Things are getting bad. This ain't good. This ain't good at all.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there, it's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone halfway up the bleachers.